Can you speak more about projective identification? Is it possible for us to feel the anger that someone else is feeling towards us? Is that an example of it? I suppose it could be. You've put projection and projective identification in the same box there, and I never quite thought of it that way, never worded it that way, but now that you've said it, I think the answer is yeah, sure. I mean, projective identification is probably always rooted in a degree of anger and frustration and a conflict-based relationship dynamic. There's a punitive element to it. You probably would be seen as an available and useful voodoo doll for somebody else, a receptacle for somebody else's negative emotions, before the projective identification process even begins. And then they, like a voodoo doll, voodoo doll / fetish, they put into you that which they disavow in themselves. And so over time, anger would be the end result anyway, even if they weren't deliberately trying to put anger into you, because of the frustration of being boxed in by an identity that isn't yours. I'm pretty sure the film is Boys in the Hood, where I think it's Boys in the Hood, but it's somebody who's being pestered. It was Cuba Gooding Jr. I think it was actually. Being pestered and harassed by the police. And he says, if you want a criminal thug, if you keep treating me like a criminal thug, keep treating me like a degenerate, I'll give you a degenerate criminal thug. He did not use the word criminal thug. He used another word for that. And I think that's a beautiful short sentence using, modern language to describe where the frustration and exhaustion of projective identification can lead to, where eventually you give up and say, well, if I'm going to be treated this way, I might as well act this way. But that isn't projective identification. I think that's just where projective identification leads, where we say, fine, I'll just be that then. Oh, on the flip side of the coin, I suppose, I heard somebody saying the other day, if you keep calling people names and you're branding them the worst things you can possibly imagine, one possible effect of that when they give in and fold to the pressure and the stress is to go, fine, I'll be the thing that you told me I am, which is always very sad.